Hello everyone, we're learning the lesson compound interest, and today we will see a question based on if the rate of interest is annual and the interest is compounded annually, then we will be using these two formulas. This formula is very familiar to you, I'm sure. The second formula is the formula to find compound interest. Okay, compound interest is equal to principal into 1 plus r by 100 to the power n minus 1. So these are the two formulas used if the rate of interest is annual and the interest is compounded annually. So let us see one question on difference of compound interest and simple interest. The question is, find the difference of the compound interest and the simple interest on rupees 15,000 at the same rate of 12.5% for 2 years. 12.5% per annum for 2 years. So this is the question. Let us see how to solve it. First of all, we have to see what is given in the question. Principal is given, right? That is 15,000 rupees. Rate also is mentioned, that is 12.5% per annum, and time is 2 years. So first we'll be finding for simple interest, and then we'll find for compound interest, and we'll find the difference between those two. So let us find the interest, simple interest, PRT by 100. I'm sure you know this formula well too. Let us replace the values here. Okay, principal is 15,000 and rate, after you calculate 12.5%, you will get 25 by 2% into 2 divided by 100. I will explain how to solve this part. Okay, and if those who know it, it's very nice. 15,000 into 25 by 2 into 2 divided by 100. We can also write it as 15,000 into 25 into 2 by 100 into 2. Okay, but I'm explaining to you this way. So we'll cancel 15,000 by 2, we'll get it as 7,500. Now we'll cancel 7,500 by 100, so we get 75. And after you multiply 75 into 25 into 2, you will get it as rupees 3,750. So what is this? This is the interest. I hope you have understood this. Therefore, simple interest is equal to rupees 3,750. That is simple interest. Now, what do we have to do? We'll have to find compound interest. And what is the formula of compound interest? Right? You remember, I hope you remember. Principal is given, that is 15,000 rupees. Rate is given 12.5%. That will be converted to 12 to the 24 plus 1 is 25 by 2%, and n is 2. So this is the formula that we'll be using to find compound interest. Okay, we'll just replace the values here. Okay, 1 plus 25 by 2 divided by 100. And according to the formula, we have to write minus 1 and close the bracket. So this is what we have got after we have replaced the values in the formula of compound interest. Now let me explain to you how to solve 1 plus 25 by 2 by 100. I have been explaining to you this type of problem, but I will want to do it once again. 1 plus 25 by 2 by 100. Now for those who do not know it, look into it very carefully. It's not hard, it's very easy. Okay, 1 plus 25 by 2. What we will do to the denominator, we will reciprocal it. Right, by default the denominator of 100 is 1. So when we reciprocal it, we are converting division to multiplication. Then we have to reciprocal it. So we got it as 1 by 100. We'll cancel this. 25 fours are 100, and after we simplify it further, we will get it as 1 plus 1 by 8. Right? I hope you understood this. 1 plus 1 by 8. And when you simplify it further, I think you know how to solve this, right? 8 is the LCM. 1 8s are 8, so 8 will multiply with the numerator, and we get 8 plus 8 1s are 8, 1 1s are 1, 1. So 8 plus 1 is 9 by 8. So this is what we get after we solve 1 plus 25 by 2 by 100, 9 by 8. Therefore, interest is equal to, we'll replace the values here. Okay, we'll write the value of nth over there, square. I had forgotten to write it. I hope you don't mind it. So we get it as 9 by 8 whole square minus 1. This is what we get after we replace the values. Let us solve it further. 9 by 8 whole square. Okay, let me show you how to solve this part of the problem. 9 square. How much is 9 square? 9 square is 81, right? And 8 square is 64. I hope you remember the squares, right? 81 by 64 minus 1. And using the LCM method, the LCM is 64. 64 into 1 is 64, and 81 into 1 is 81, minus 1 into 64 is 64, and 64 into the numerator 1 is 64. So we have got it as 81 minus 64 by 64, and when we subtract 64 from 81, we get it as 17 by 64. Right, so this is the value that we have got after we have simplified 9 by 8 whole square minus 1. I hope you have understood this. So we'll just replace that value here. 15,000 into 17 by 64. It's not that complicated. If you follow it step by step, it is very easy, and mathematics becomes interesting. Now we can simplify it further, and when you simplify it further, when you cancel and multiply it, you will get the answer as rupees 3,984.375. okay, 0.375. But we will not write 3 decimal places. Okay, we'll just write 2 dps, so 2 decimal places, and so we will be writing as rupees 3,984 and 38 paise, 3,984.38. So what is this? This is the compound interest. Therefore, the compound interest equals rupees 3,984 and 38 paise. What do we have to find now? It's required to find the difference between compound interest and simple interest. Alright, so we will write the values of compound interest and simple interest to subtract it. That is rupees 3,984 and 38 paise minus rupees 3,750. And after we subtract these two values, the required difference will be rupees 234 and 38 paise. So this is the answer for the question that is given here. I hope you have understood this, and keep practicing, and when you practice more, you will understand it much better.